interceptions. And so that New York media is pulling him out. And we know what DeVito could do, but the ceiling is so low that maybe people clamor for Shador. I know that's a whole lot of hypotheticals.
Yeah.
But do you believe that it would be okay for him just to sit? Are you of that type of thinking?
Well, I guess that, yes, I do.
Is there anything better than a trip getting ready?
Nope.
For a long journey where our podcast released a new epi, searching for a fade fiending, new fixation. Giving this a subscribe is the same sensation. Started with the day ones, they gave us fuel to support the season. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here for a reason. Notification bells, text some friends, all to let you know. Check your Bluetooth, connect, talking with Donato.
Welcome in, everyone. Season 2, episode 107. Sports that will help you at work with the Double J, Austin's greatest. My words, Jamal. Don't get mad. Jamal January. What's up, Jamal?
Not much. Appreciate the Austin's greatest. I don't think I'm Austin's greatest, but I really appreciate it. Maybe we can do Austin. Maybe on Austin's fastest earlier. Nah, there's still some people running at UT. Nah, we can't say that.
Oh, there's a few. Wait, we got some locals at University of Texas?
Well, not locals. But there was a kid that I raced against that was from the Austin area who went by the name of Davion Wilson. He ran at U of H. He got second overall he's from Huddle, but he got he got second overall at NCAA's 2 years ago. So yeah, 2 years ago or last year.
Do you remember running against him though in high school? So that would have been regionals for you?
So I was private school kid. I didn't get to do. I had a different little circuit as far as getting to state. We weren't a part of UIL. We were part of SBC, Southwest Public Work. But I still remember. I remember racing against him in AAU. Wasn't really racing. Like he was pretty elite in high school. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah.
God. Okay. Wow. You know, it's funny about that, man. You always wonder just how that always works. Some people peak too much, right? Like they got it in high school, but then when it's time to go to college and improve, enhance your technique, some people don't have that work ethic. They get distracted by everything else that happens at college.
Yeah.
But when you got them skills in high school and you get to college and you locked in, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, he's currently running. He's running pro. I don't remember the last time I seen him on television when a track meet comes on, but trust me, he's still running. He might be running at Texas Relays. Who knows? Wow.
So, hey, I want to start with a few things here. Let's do this. Dion says he'll be happy wherever Shador is picked. Do you believe that in your heart of hearts? Or is this him just saying, hey, man, we probably ain't going to get number one because of Cam Ward? Which one do you believe it actually is?
I don't think he's going to be happy wherever Shador gets picked with whatever team he gets picked. Sole reason because, like, when you think of teams like the Browns where, like, you go there as a quarterback, you're doomed, right?
Yes.
And then, but he could be saying that because if you look at the top three teams currently in the NFL draft, that is the Titans, who are most likely going to select Cam Ward. I think it's pretty much solidified. They got a team like who's next? The Browns, right? Yeah, the Browns. The Browns got Deshaun Watson back there. Then they also have Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett was the one they picked up in free agency, right? So there's two quarterbacks there. And then you got the Giants. Russell Wilson's there and Jameis Winston is there. Two quarterbacks apart. And DeVito, I think that's his Tommy
DeVito's still there.
He's still there, right? So in my opinion, I don't know if he would like for him to go to the Giants because all those QBs are over there and he's just gonna have to battle. I don't know if he would like to go to the Browns just for their history of quarterbacks over there flopping. So
yes.
Hey, but I guess you got to say whatever to make the media like you, you know?
Yes. I'm in agreement with you. The only thing I can say is you bide your time.
Mm-hmm.
Jamal, do you agree that the most important quarterback is always the backup? And so if he comes in and sits for a year, 2 years, let's say he does the Aaron Rodgers approach. Aaron Rodgers turned out okay.
Yeah.
So do you believe that if he was to come in, even if the Giants situation, we don't know if Russell can stay healthy. He was able to pull that off there with Pittsburgh starting 7-1, I believe. But that's because he started the season a little nicked up. So we don't know if he could play a full 17. And then that means you got Jameis. Jameis might start the first 2 games and throw 5 touchdowns, but also throw 10 interceptions. And so that New York media is pulling him out. And we know what DeVito could do, but the ceiling is so low that maybe people clamor for Shador. I know that's a whole lot of hypotheticals.
Yeah.
But do you believe that it would be okay for him just to sit? Are you of that type of thinking?
Well, I guess that, yes, I do agree. I would say it's just going to be a little like if you're a Giants fan, you're probably some people are probably thinking, okay, we got our quarterback for 1 year or 2 years, etc. Let's go out and try and get like another piece to help, because the Giants just need help everywhere. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But, I definitely don't want Shador to get rushed into the role. And you mentioned Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is someone that he can definitely learn from. Russell Wilson has won a Super Bowl. He's been to, I think, 2 in total. He's been to 2 Super Bowls.
Probably should have 2 Super Bowl rings.
So he should, but Pete Carroll decided to throw the football instead of run it. But anywho, I personally would like to see him get developed, and I guess going to New York is definitely somewhere he can definitely develop and definitely learn from those that quarterback room.
Because if you think about it, this could almost be perfect. That's why I was saying maybe they're happy, because when's the last time we had such a high, a number 1 or number 2 who could sit? I mean, I used that Aaron Rodgers, but remember, he had a precipitous drop, 28, 26. I don't remember which one he was picked, but we know he was low. So that's why I was just saying this could be something special, that he actually could come in and sit. And then when it's his time, bro, he's ready. He's locked and loaded. We know him to be a professional. He worked under a professional system. He's been around Tom Brady and all the other professionals his dad could muster. That would be something we haven't seen, because normally we have to rush those new guys.
Absolutely. I think everyone's just trying to take like a piece from the Chiefs puzzle, after they didn't draft, Patrick Mahomes number 1, but ever since, like, I've witnessed it from a lot of teams, drafting a dude, letting him sit, and then bringing in the new guy. The Packers also did it too. Who had doing it as well, and I guess Ravens and the Eagles as well. Yeah.
Yeah. While we talking about good players with good dads, I want to tell you something that I saw.
Yeah.
According to NBA stat guy from Twitter, there are 16 players in the league that are 20 years old, or younger, with a minimum of 5 games. Among them, Bronny ranks first in points per game, first in assists, first in steals, second in defensive rating, third in true shooting percentage. And Stat Mamba went on to comment, Bronny James is the youngest player in the G League, averaging 20 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, and 5 assists per game. Jamal, I was on record by saying if you don't like Bronny, you're a hater. You're just jealous. I stand by that. I'm glad I had that. I might have to link this for all y'all below. What's your take on Bronny, Jamal? I need to know where you stand on Bronny.
I still stand at the same spot, I I don't hate him, right?
Okay.
Some players in the league I dislike, but I don't dislike Bronny, My deal is more so the fact that, I guess the quote unquote nepotism piece a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Bronny was taken before there were teammates on USC that were his teammates that were on USC that were better than him. And then, you got the whole draft pool, But, hey, in my opinion, if an NBA player a G League player got the chance to get suited up for a couple of NBA games and then go back to the G League to play, get the starting role, of course their game is going to start developing. And of course they're going to keep killing it in the G League because when they get to the NBA games, it's like, I don't get that much playing time here. So every time I get to the G League, I'm going to seize the opportunity. Yeah. So, like I said, I don't hate the dude. I kind of don't like the way he got to the league, I guess, more so say. Yeah. But, hey, he's developing. And I guess that's what the fans have been waiting to see from him. So
it is. I'll ask you this. What do you think nepotism is everywhere, Jamal?
It is.
You know it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that have benefited. So I'll just offer you this. There was a NASCAR racer by the name of Dale Earnhardt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he had a son named Dale Earnhardt Jr. Jr. was not as successful as the papa, but he was successful because of the last name. And a lot of people like Dale Earnhardt Jr. I just don't understand why they could embrace the NASCAR fans and NBA fans can't. Because, Jamal, there's the 55th pick from the previous year. Come on. You know, most people don't care. There's the 55th pick from the year before that. Don't nobody know. Don't nobody care. Jamal, it's the 55th pick, bruh. You can't cut them no slack.
But I'll cut them some slack, but it's just like when you look at the past 55th picks, have they gotten the same opportunities that like Bronny is getting? Meaning, have they gotten to get that many minutes in an NBA game? Are they on the two-way contract where they can go and come back? Like, it's a little. I'm looking at it as it's a little unfair, but it is what it is, LeBron stayed in the league at the right time, got the right coach. JJ listens to LeBron, It's not JJ listens to LeBron, in my opinion. And then boom, get your son in the league.
It's funny you say that because they did their podcast together.
Yeah.
And it flows. There's some synergy there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when it comes to what they're doing right now as a team, do you think JJ's doing a good job then as the coach, since he was the podcast buddy?
Yeah. I'm gonna say yeah. You look at because JJ is a humongous fan of Luka. You can just see it from the times he was a commentator, the way he praises him and everything. So he's got it's kind of almost like JJ got two of his favorite guys on the same team, in all honesty, and all he has to do is he can probably say one little minor point and the player's yep, LeBron, Luka, y'all satisfied? Yep, okay. So, we can give JJ credit all we want. Granted, though, there are two all-stars on his roster, so
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps two all-time greats.
Yeah.
Time is going to tell what we end up getting from Luka.
Mm-hmm.
But that's no slouch. Mm-hmm. And because of that, it's hard to fail, man. Yeah. It's hard to fail with Luka. If you can't win with Luka, you probably shouldn't be in the league. I'll say that to any coach. You got to be able to do something with Luka. So he is in a good situation. Yo, what we're saying is, so everybody eating off of LeBron then. The son, the podcast partner. It's good. Hey, I want to do a little NFL.
Let's go.
It's a guessing game. There's no way you would know this, Jamal.
Yeah.
But whether you guess or not, I just want to see if it shocks you. The last quarterback with 30 plus passing touchdowns in a season for every NFL team. First one. What was the last quarterback with 30 plus passing touchdowns in a season for the Arizona Cardinals?
Was it Kirk Warner?
Carson Palmer.
Carson
All
Palmer.
the way back in 2005.
Okay.
Golly. I mean, sorry. That's gotta fix the bifocals. That's 16. I thought that one looked like a 5. So 2016, because he wasn't around that long. Does that shock you?
Josh Rosen, I'll tell you that.
What was that?
I said I for sure wasn't finna guess Josh Rosen. I'll tell you that.
No. Okay. The Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, we'll do it. Matt Ryan.
Yep. Nailed it. Baltimore Ravens.
Lamar.
Buffalo Bills.
Josh Allen.
Carolina Panthers.
Cam Newton.
Chicago Bears.
What's his name? Hold on. Jay Cutler.
He has no name because it's never been done.
Wow.
I know. I know. That one blew my mind, bro. They kind of always built on defense, and that one blew my mind. Cincinnati Bengals.
Joe Burrow.
The Cleveland Browns.
Oof. I don't even know. That one might be a little too ancient for me. But you know what? Let's go with yeah, why not? Let's go with I'm gonna say Baker Mayfield.
No. And you're right. It is ancient. Brian Sippe. And yeah, man, we getting back to the 90s for that. I think it's actually 1990. Yeah, bro. That's I don't even know I did not know about him. Yeah. Dallas Cowboys.
Dak.
Okay. Denver Broncos.
Peyton Manning.
Yes. Detroit Lions.
Jared Goff.
Yeah. Green Bay Packers.
Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a shock.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Houston Texans.
CJ Stroud.
Deshaun Watson.
That's crazy.
I know.
then like the reason I consider that crazy too, because you look at the weapons he has around him as well. You know. So from not almost said Diggs. Diggs was there last year, but not anymore.
He was.
Who's the Nico? There we go. Nico, Tank, Mechie. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
But ain't no DeAndre Hopkins though.
Yeah, and D-Hop.
Because that was 2020, so that's young D-Hop, younger D-Hop. Indianapolis Colts.
Andrew Luck.
Yeah. Jacksonville Jaguars. You ain't gonna get this one.
Blaine Gabbert.
Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles. That was was that the year they made the playoffs?
Yeah, and that was 2015.
Yeah. That team with Ramsey, Leonard Fournette, and all of them.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yep. The Raiders.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna say Derek Carr.
Yeah. Because you don't want to commit to it, right? But we gotta give it up that he was slinging that thing. Devontae Adams. I mean, Yeah. The Chargers.
Yes, it's Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
The reason because Justin Herbert always comes second in like quarterback rating or quarterback stacks because the dude above him usually wins MVP. It's either Lamar or Patty Mahomes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a good way to think to remember it.
Mm-hmm.
LA Rams.
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah. All the way back in 2021 though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're a little removed.
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins.
To
Dan Marino.
What? Really?
And you're a Dolphins fan. I was curious. I didn't want to. I tried to deliver that normal, but yeah.
Well, it kind of does
stay healthy.
It does make sense too. Yeah, he hasn't been healthy. The games where he hasn't been healthy, and then with that, when we had it, because it's not there no more. When we had A-Chain and Mostert back there in that backfield, Mostert was racking up a touchdown per game, if I remember correctly. So
yes,
mm-hmm.
Yes. Minnesota Vikings.
Kirk Cousins.
No, Sam Darnold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how good of a year Darnold had.
Let's prove it year. Yep.
The Patriots.
You know what? He did become a Pro Bowl. Nah, let's go with Tom Brady. Just to play safe.
Yeah. Okay. What were you thinking? Garoppolo?
No, I was going to say Mac Jones. That year, his rookie year when they made the playoffs, I was going to say that because of that.
Yeah. New Orleans Saints.
No, I lost all my respect for Derek Carr. I'm going to go with Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Giants.
Eli?
Yep. The New York Jets.
Mark Sanchez?
This goes back to 2015. It's Fitzmagic. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah. The Eagles.
The who?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Something I want to say Jalen Hurts, but at the same time, Jalen Hurts was getting a lot of rushing TDs because of the tush push. Okay. So I'm going to say Nick Foles to play safe.
Carson Wentz.
All right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that year Carson Wentz got injured.
Yeah. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Big Ben.
I know. Long time, bro.
Yeah.
San Francisco 49ers.
Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did that shock you, though?
Honestly, no. Like I said, the reason it's kind of the same reason I'm giving it for CJ Stroud's year because of the weapons he had with him.
Yeah.
So with Brock Purdy, there was George Kittle, who I thought was has been the best tight end in the league. You got Debo and Brandon Ayuk. So with them three weapons, you should be all right to rack up some touchdowns.
You better be all right.
Because you could throw with them three guys I just named, you could throw it on the 20 or from the 30 to the 20, and they'll go do the rest to get a touchdown. So
yeah, they will.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks.
Russell Wilson.
Gino.
No, it's Gino. Okay.
Yeah. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Baker.
The Titans.
Marcus Mariota.
I thought you were going to get this because it was your guy, Ryan Tannehill. And he used to start with Miami. Yeah. So I thought maybe y'all were tracking that.
But the thing is, these are passing touchdowns. And all the memes I've seen where it's like Ryan Tannehill at quarterback, he'll get it, get ready to pass it, and he hands it off to Derrick Henry. You know, so that's the only reason why. When they were QBs in the pocket, and it was Ryan Tannehill just hands it off to Derrick Henry. So that's why I didn't go with him.
The Commanders.
Jaden Daniels?
Sonny Jurgensen.
Oh, my.
Yeah, bro. You're going back to the 60s for that.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Crazy, right? I appreciate you playing along with that. A few of those kind of blew my mind, and I was just kind of curious. Did any of that? I mean, we talked about it as we go through. Did any of that hurt your opinion of those franchises, or get you excited about those franchises, especially when we had to go so far back with a few?
It kind of hurt my opinion on the Dolphins just a little bit, just to all of the like to his contract year coming up and everything. He finally gets Tyreek. You tell me we had Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, and I forgot who the third receiver was. Like, I mean, I know Odell came in for a little bit, but that and we didn't rack up 30. But then, like I said before, it's kind of like me demanding excellence. I mean, we had the running game going too, but I actually am shocked about the Bears. Just for all the like that they have nobody. Hey, this is I'm not gonna lie. What coach they just picked up? Ben Johnson, right? If I'm playing Ben Johnson, I'm going into that quarterback room and I'm telling Caleb, hey man, no one's ever done this before. And you got I think Keenan Allen is still there. You got Keenan, your main target, Roma Dunze, Moore. Like, hey, go shine, man. It's your time to go shine.
This is your time. One of the most storied franchises, and yet you can do what's never been done. Put us on your back.
Yeah.
With the new junior college legislation, can we possibly see a player that plays 11 years of college basketball?
I really hope not, man. I really hope not, because it's unfair. It really is unfair. Like think about it. It's really unfair to like the guys that are out there playing overseas and the guys like the guys that got injured, like had a gruesome injury and had to like shut it down completely, man. And it's like, how are you able to still get eligibility? Even for myself, right? I tell myself all the time, if I would have used my 60 year, because I could have gotten a 60 year, I could have faked an injury and gotten a medical red shirt year out of somewhere, which a lot of these college athletes are doing that, by the way. But I'm not here to expose anyone. Yeah. But like, but I could have done that myself and then like racked up, some NIL money, racked up some potentially making it to nationals and everything. But that's just not how the cookie crumbles. Like a player on the TV show Last Chance U, he said, I didn't realize my clock was up. As soon as I played my first football game, my NCAA 5-year clock started. Yeah, 11 years is ridiculous. Because I know the kid from who was it? I think Miami, the tight end.
Yep.
Just had his pro day after 9 years.
Yeah.
No, he's gone through some bad injuries, I would say.
Yes.
But nine is ridiculous, man. There's got to be a point where like the NCAA committee or someone has to go, hey man, we can't give you no more. You just got to hang it up. But no one had probably after the 10th year.
Yeah. Man, I want to know, when you look at March Madness, there has to be a team that has blown your mind. So when I look at the men's NCAA bracket, are you shocked that Auburn will play Michigan? That's a number one seed still around. Are you shocked by that? They had to beat Alabama State, Creighton. This is their first real test, in my opinion. Does that shock you where Auburn is right now?
No, in my opinion, the number one team should always make it to the Sweet 16. There's no reason, like, I'm not even going to say Elite 8. I'm going to say Sweet 16. Number one team should always make it to the Sweet 16, especially for a team like Auburn. Auburn has been actually like putting on a show. I don't know if if you've seen them play, but they've been putting on a show every single game they played.
Yes.
Even if they're putting on a show. So
yeah,
offensively and defensively. So like that doesn't shock me at all with Auburn.
Were you shocked with the other number one seed, Florida, struggling with UConn? They beat them by 2 points. We could have had a three-peat, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So I would say no, that doesn't shock me. Yes, they're a number one seed, but at the same time, you're going against the two-time defending champs. And then so when you look at Florida's story, okay, we're finally a number one seed. We haven't been here since the who was that? I think the Joaquin Noah days or something. I could be completely wrong, but we haven't been here in a minute. Let's try and obtain it. You know, I feel like the bar was set a lot more high for Connecticut going for that. The coach turns down the deal with the Lakers. He decided with UConn to try and get that three-peat done. But which is sad to say, we've seen 2 3-peats go out the door this year. So
yeah,
potential 3-peats, but yeah, I don't think it was a shocker that they were going to struggle against UConn, but yeah, I don't even got Florida making it to the Final Four in my opinion. So
whoa. So they're beating Maryland with a little over a minute left, and bro, they up by 16.
Yeah.
So they're going to get the winner of Texas Tech, Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on a 3-seed Texas Tech and a 10-seed Arkansas? Are you impressed with Texas Tech first?
Very, very impressed with Texas Tech, just because the last time they were in the Final Four was when they went up against – actually, they were in the national championship, weren't they? Playing against Virginia? I think they were playing against Kyle Guy and Virginia and them, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was a college student during because I remember, yeah, they were there. Because here's how I know, because Lubbock is only 2 hours away from Abilene, and we were talking about if Texas Tech wins, we're not going to go to class the next day. We're going to go to Lubbock and party and everything. Yeah, they that doesn't it does kind of shock me a little bit to see that they got their basketball program back together, but that's this is also a reason why I don't think Florida's going to the Final Four. I think the winner out of this game is going to beat Florida in the next round and shock people.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice, man. Okay, how about over there in the Midwest? Houston has to play Purdue.
Yeah,
they got past Gonzaga, and we think, well, we don't know who they're gonna play. It's gonna be it's that winner of Kentucky, Tennessee. Is that 1 seed gonna survive?
Houston? I don't know, man. Houston always flops in the tournament, and it's been on repeat, right? But some people are saying if Houston doesn't win this year, then they just not gonna win the national championship at all. But I don't know how that game's gonna go. I think because Purdue knows how to play great team ball while still getting the ball to their stars, I would say. And then Purdue has been there before. They've been to the national championship. They know what it takes to get there. But same time, I like Tennessee. I really like how Tennessee looks. So I don't know. I'm rooting for Houston. I really am. But I just don't know. The leaders of the Big 12 can make it past what the SEC has been doing this year as far as a whole. So like getting past through Tennessee. But yeah, they should get by Purdue. Same time, I don't know, man.
In the East, Duke has beat Mount St. Mary's. They beat Baylor. They got Arizona next. How far do you see this number 1 seed going?
I got them losing to Arizona.
Whoa, a 4 seed?
Yes, solely because I really don't know how fully healthy Cooper Flag is. Don't get me wrong, Duke has an amazing squad. They got players all around. But I've been watching Caleb Love for a while. Like I remember him playing at UNC, and I was like, this kid can ball. And then when he announced that he was going to transfer to Arizona, I was really, really, really shocked because I was like, why would he leave a blue blood school for Arizona, right? But then now we're seeing it put together. So I don't know. I feel like Arizona got a lot more riding on this, and I think Arizona's going to come and shock some people.
Wow, that's a shock for me. So when we get done with all this, it sounds like you got Houston you don't feel that confident about, and Duke you don't feel that confident about because of the injury to Cooper Flag. That sounds right. Right.
And then like I don't know when the last time I've ever seen 4 number 1 seeds in the Final Four. I don't think I've ever seen it unless it's on the women's bracket side. So I don't see it at all, man. I don't see it happening. So I got to throw in some upsets.
No, I'm in agreement. Let's talk about the women's bracket.
Yeah.
That number 1 seed, in Region 1, Spokane, UCLA. They got to play number 5 Ole Miss. How you feeling about that?
Easy dub. Easy dub.
9.5. 9.5 is the spread there. Okay. So LSU versus NC State. I know it's not a 1 seed, but just kind of curious. Is LSU going to get past number 2 NC State so they can play UCLA?
I think they are. It's going to be hard, though, because NC State has been balling this entire season, man. But at the same time, I look at experience, and, like, that coach over there at LSU knows how to get to the Final Four and potentially
yes, she does.
She has a ring. She has a ring with two schools, if I remember correctly, one with Baylor and one with LSU. So she knows how she knows what she's doing.
USC, the number 1 seed in Region 4, Spokane. Juju's gone. Kiki stepped up. She dropped 36 points, put up 22 shots. How secure do you feel about that number 1 seed? They're going to play number 5 Kansas State.
They'll get past Kansas State. The game after that, I believe, if it shapes up right, they play UConn.
So you're saying UConn's going to beat Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just want to hear you say it.
Oklahoma's not going to be right until that number 1 recruit they just picked. Not right. Let me say they're not going to get to the Final Four until that number 1 recruit comes in. But yeah, I just don't. I think Juju's a big part of this team, like you did mention.
Yeah.
What's her name did step up and drop 30 plus points, but
yeah,
it's gonna mess with their heads. The fact that Juju's not being there, not having that superstar power out there. So over in the Region 3 Birmingham, I know you couldn't wait to get to this one. For those, if you're a first time listener, you don't see Jamal and I on our radio show. We're in Austin, Texas. Jamal is from here. Number 1, Texas. They got to play number 5, Tennessee. Blue blood. I know your dad told you how good Tennessee used to be back in the day. What do you say? I got Texas.
Battle of the orange, the orange schools that they fighting over who gets to call themselves UT.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Texas.
Oh, bro, you weren't gonna hesitate.
Nah, not at all.
Okay.
I've seen what I needed to see from this women's roster. These girls got it. They can ball, man.
Then I'm just gonna get to the last bracket then. Over there in Region 2, that is in Birmingham. I'm a little shocked that they do it this way on the women's side, but Birmingham, I guess they're trying to say if the crowds are already there, we'll give them a lot of ball. So that number 1 seed, South Carolina, they're gonna play number 4, Maryland.
South Carolina with ease.
Oof.
I'm big on if you made it to the championship last year, there's a good chance that your path there could still be successful the following year. So yeah. I even in the brackets I've made, I had South Carolina repeating, winning the national championship. So they're like the only hiccup they could face is against UT, in my opinion. Otherwise, I feel like they can handle these other teams.
Let's talk a little NBA. SGA or Jokic for MVP? Who you giving it to?
SGA. I'm big on give it to the player who we think is the best player in the NBA. Now, Jokic is great. Let me just go ahead and say it. Jokic is great at what he does too. But SGA is making everyone on the OKC Thunder look like they belong on that team and making them look like you're not just a role player. I'm going to get you involved as well. You know, don't get me wrong. Jokic does the same, but it's the fact you look at like the veteran presence that's on the Nuggets compared to the veteran presence that's on OKC, right? There's not a lot of veterans on OKC, right? And SGA is trying to take these dudes to the promised land. So I got to give it to SGA. That, and I'm just tired of Jokic winning MVPs, to be honest with you, man. So
I just want to know, though, when it comes down to statistics, Jokic is number 6 in steals, and he is top 3 in points, top 3 in rebounds, and top 3 in assists. In fact, he's number 2. And that's not going to sway you.
No, I mean, stats are stats at the end of the day, but when you're watching the game, who's putting in work on defense? Who's putting in work and getting the ball in the hoop and stuff like that? Who's getting their teammates involved? See, I'm really explaining both players, but I think SGA is just doing it a little better. You know, I give Jokic a little more grace because of his size. So, and you know, you mentioned that he has that stat in steals. All those steals were probably against big man, like other big men that don't know how to dribble. Like imagine Rudy Gobert going up against Rudy Gobert, and you're also the same size as Rudy Gobert with a defensive edge. You can definitely pick his pocket with these or block his shot. So
yes, I'm in agreement. All right. So when I look at the NBA standings, Cleveland is on top.
Yeah,
they got a 5-game lead on the Boston Celtics. The New York Knicks are 13.5 back from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bruh, how confident you feeling about them Cavaliers coming out of the East?
I'm feeling pretty confident. Same time, they went from the games that I've watched. The Cavs don't really, what is the term I'm trying to use? They don't really get beat down by their opponents. Well, from the games that they get blown out, they do. But at the same time, I'm more so thinking of it as the Cavs really beat themselves up majority of the time. They'll either have a player. I'm not even gonna mention the players' names, man, just because I don't want to get in that deep. A certain player will shoot themselves out the game. A certain player will not look for the wide open man, and or they won't get back on defense, and the other teams will come down. Second chance points is a big thing that I've noticed that happens to Cleveland. And then I guess I will say this. When they play a team like Boston, right, the Cavs will come down, miss a 3. Boston will go down, make a 3. Cavs will come down, shoot another 3. Boston will go down, make a 2. Cavs will go down, shoot another 3. Boston will go down, make another 2 or a 3. And it's like all those missed 3-pointers, not one time did they go in for a layup or feed a big man or something like that. And it's not good basketball. So, I mean, I'm rooting for them, but at the same time, I think they're going to beat themselves up against somebody in the playoffs, man.
Well, when I take it to the West, there's a bigger gap. Oklahoma City has a 13.5 game lead over number 2, Houston Rockets. I got the Thunder. I know how you feel about Shea. I want to know how you feel about number 2, Houston Rockets. I offered this before. Can we give them respect, even though they're a young team, that they're going to do something in the playoffs as the number 2 seed?
I mean, we can give them respect all we want. I respect the Rockets. Same time, I think they're too young, man, and too inexperienced. Because we look at teams like the Nuggets. Everybody on that Nuggets team has experience in the playoffs and in the championship. We look at the Lakers. Luka and LeBron have both been 2 championships. LeBron has 1 championships and stuff. We can't even – well, I don't even know if the Timberwolves might have been knocked out. But even a team like the Suns, right? All the veterans on that team, the eagerness, even though they've been losing games and stuff, and people are over there unhappy, But I just think the Rockets' true colors of that every player is young, everyone's going to try and get their shots up and get their points up and stuff. I feel like that's going to start to kick them in the butt in the playoffs. And I actually got Houston being actually exiting after in the second round.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
They got a 27-11 home record, so they probably gonna win some home games. So what you saying? They gonna lose all the away games and let somebody steal a home?
I think someone's gonna steal a home game. Not gonna lie, the refs do give Sagoon a lot of calls, and I mean a lot from some of the games I've seen. But you can't. I try not to blame the refs a lot, just the way the game goes. But I think the West over there is just too stacked, man. Like I can't even solidify OKC, being a true championship contender and stuff like that. Because like I said, I got the Nuggets are still a team. So
last 10, Nuggets are 5-5. Houston Rockets are 9-1. Oklahoma City Thunder 9-1. Does that sway you in any way?
No, it doesn't, because I'm starting to feel like some of these players are just waiting to get to the playoffs to really turn it up. Because for example, look at Jamal Murray, right? Regular season, Jamal Murray is kind of mid. In the playoffs, he's a whole nother beast. So
yeah.
It doesn't sway me at all. These players are waiting to get to the playoffs. They're tired and they're ready for the true basketball to start playing.
Is it time to panic for the Golden State Warriors with Steph getting nicked up? They're 7-3 in their last 10, but they've lost 2 straight. They were hot. There's a lot of momentum. They're in the 7th place right now in the West.
Mm-hmm.
Are you worried about them?
Well, if Steph is completely out and has to wait till next season, then yeah, it's time to panic, ring the alarm, because that's literally your superstar player, your top scorer, your top shooter for sure.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's not gonna. You gotta make a whole nother game plan. Steve Kerr literally has to make a whole nother game plan.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Jamal, I want to finish with one last thing. Today, Major League Baseball is official. It's the opening day. The Dodgers came in. They're already 3-0. The Dodgers went on and one by one over the Tigers today. Is there anything you're excited about? Any team that you're excited about? Because the odds are on the Dodgers getting another chip.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a Dodgers fan. I'm an Astros fan, but the offseason moves that the Dodgers made as soon as they won the championship was ridiculous. And it was like, okay, they're legit cheating, man. But hey, baseball's a whole nother beast when it comes to contracts and free agency and trades and stuff. So it's ridiculous.
Wait a minute. So wait, what? Tell me what that year is going to look like for your Astros. Did y'all hold on to y'all's manager, Dusty?
I can't quite remember. I don't think we did. I
okay.
Don't think, yeah.
So what's your expectation for them this year? Are y'all excited as a fan? If you could put on your hat.
I mean, I don't know. I'm always excited to see some baseball, but there's so many games and so many times I'm like, how many more games we got, man? Are we still good in the playoffs and everything? Making, man. It's like, am I excited? Yes, but when playoff time comes, I don't think we're gonna be scary looking, to be honest with you.
All eyes are on y'all. You guys have that 22-year-old prospect. He reached the majors after playing just 32 minor league games. Y'all got him batting 7th, starting in the right field. Cam Smith is his name. He became the 2nd youngest Astros position player to make his Major League Baseball debut as a starter on opening day, and the youngest since 1963, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, we excited. Y'all brought this boy up. All I want to say is, please deliver, because the rest of us, we're just gonna be like, yo, y'all rushing this, dog. Y'all rushing. And he's an American, though, right? He's not an international player. So we're all he's born in Lake Worth, Florida. So we're kind of excited that we got an American player. He's 22 years old. So is he the future? I mean, we're turning the corner in America, right?
Yeah, hey man, we can only hope.
Baseball is back. Jamal, appreciate you joining us tonight. We took it around the world. We got it in. These are the sports that will help people at work. Hence the title. We wanted to see if we can give a little March Madness so everyone can go into the weekend with their brackets. NBA playoffs are going to come back. We probably need to come back next week, Jamal, and talk as we get to the end of the NBA playoffs. Not many games left, and do maybe a playoff end of the season recap and a playoff outlook.
Yeah,
we'll see if we can get your interest on that. I think that would be fun, Jamal.
Absolutely.
That'll probably be the whole show. We won't be able to talk nothing else because then we're gonna have to get into some off season, and then 7-game series. That's a whole different season there. But that's Jamal January, everybody. I'm Donato. Thanks again. Have a good night, Jamal.
Thank you. You too.